Morning. Here we are. Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. I'm Larissa, and it's time to drink from skulls. The time has come. Time has come to drink from skulls. So, saw all these headlines, all this stuff about the DNC, which I didn't watch any of. I really don't want to. I don't want to watch any of them. I'm so not interested. That's not even the right way to put it. I'm so disenfranchised. I mean, that's really how I feel. Um, I just can't wait for it to all be over. All of it. I'm so sick and tired of all of it. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. And then I saw that 6 of the hostages were returned murdered. I guess that sucks for them and their families, right? The whole situation sucks. And, you know, as an American, who believes in separation of church and state, as an American who believes in separation of church and state, who also has Romani heritage and who has 2 grandfathers who fought in that war, one of which decorated the Bronze Star. I find the entitlement of dual citizenship repugnant. Sorry, not sorry. When it comes to citizenship, I don't believe in having more than one, right? As an American, if I had to go to another country to work for a period of time, right? I kind of feel like there comes a time when it's like shit or get off the pot. And if you think you're going to stay in a country, then you need to change your citizenship, right? Right? And I find the birthright trip repugnant as well. And I can understand persons living there, born there, finding it repugnant as well. So, my condolences to everyone who has lost loved ones in all conflicts. In all conflicts. Right? You know, uh, really, that's all I have to say about it. Anything else that I have to say about it would just be redundant and sound callous, and I have no desire to be callous in the face of anybody's grief. So, yeah. So I went over to my new space yesterday, and it's not ready yet, but I went over to do a clearing, to bless the space, right? And I'm gonna have to do a full grounding. I'm gonna have to do a full grounding. Um, but hopefully it's supposed to be done by the end of the day today, so that I can start bringing stuff over. Yeah, yeah. But I've been thinking, you know, being over there, and the space is so much larger. So it's so much bigger than the space that I'm in right now. It's at least twice as big. It's at least twice as big. Um, I'm going to be able to group pieces, work by series, and it is such a significant difference, right? The ability to do that. Significant difference, be able to group work by series. Um, it is going to change the viewing experience entirely. Um, and it is also, I can't wait to see the work in that way. I haven't even gotten to see the work that way, right? Let alone be able to offer it to public to see in that manner. Um, oh, it's going to be something pretty special. Yeah, it's gonna be something pretty special. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You think about, like, hanging paintings, sectioning off the space. Oh my gosh. What pieces are going to go in the front alcove? I don't even know. Oh my gosh. I have a whole bunch of different like ideas for layouts, and um just the thought of being able to see, experience um dreamscapes, right? In kind of more of an encapsulated, oh, just inside the dreamscapes, like creating a dream world. That's crazy exciting to me. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe it. Yeah. Last night for dinner, I made it was kind of like minestrone soup, minestrone. I had dandelion greens, so dandelion greens and white beans and tomato and celery and green beans and onion and mushroom, and what else was in that soup? Garlic and oregano and some butter and bay leaves and salt and pepper and fresh basil, fresh oregano, or fresh basil and fresh parsley, dried oregano. And then pastina. I put in pastina. It was good. We have lots of it left over. So today's going to be leftovers. Today's going to be leftover barbecued vegetables um, with flatbread and minestrone soup. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. And it's gonna be serve yourself whenever you're hungry. That's what I told him. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah. So, oh, yesterday the September issue was delivered, and so I might be taking some of those out and around. Yeah, it looks really nice. It does. And I'm looking forward to putting together finishing the October issue and being able to really really start focusing on making that more of a local Santa Cruz thing now. Um, Living in Santa Cruz County and now, moving my business to Santa Cruz, um, I'm glad I'm not downtown proper. Downtown, I would not want to be down there. Well, at least not at this point. But from everything I've seen, I have no interest in being in downtown Santa Cruz. But the neighborhood that I'm moving into I think a pretty good choice. A pretty good choice, even though I have been assaulted in this neighborhood. This is where I was stuck with a needle. It's the same neighborhood where I got stuck with a needle. So, so far, everybody that I have encountered went while, introducing myself as a new business in town in the neighborhood has been very welcoming. Um, and I just hope that it continues to be that way. I feel um, I feel very good about being close to home. And um, yeah, so I'm going from a neighborhood that is extremely conservative to a neighborhood that is extremely liberal. So like in the very extremely conservative neighborhood, I was the liberal, which is weird. And now in the liberal neighborhood, I'm going to be the conservative, right? So it's hard not being either or. Um, but you know, I don't like those words, liberal and conservative, because I don't fall into either of them. I don't fit into either of those categories. Um, I'm not sure what to call myself. I'm registered libertarian, but even that, like, I have some severe reservations about the party, and um, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know politics. There's an article in the September issue that I just got delivered yesterday about about art being political. All art is political by definition. Is what the article is about. That's what the title might even be. Um, but it's it's its own thing, right? The politics of art, because encompasses and a culture from all ends of the spectrum, right? And fits into and influences and is influenced by, right? It's kind of like it's a continuous thread throughout all of it. So, you know, it's overarching. But it's something that's not really talked about overtly that way in art school or even in art circles very often. Um, when you're learning art history, when you're studying art history, you learn about the art movements that usually have a tandem political movement. And some art movements are their own political movements, but all art movements have a political thread. All of them. It's part of what defines a movement. And art movements don't generally get named until after the fact. like history gets to name the movement largely. It's not that the names don't show up contemporarily, but it's like it's not defined until it's over, kind of thing, right? It's hard to really title a piece until it's done, right? Kind of thing. Sure, you can start with a working title. You can start with a working title, and you might stick with that working title, but that working title does not become an actual title until the piece is done. It remains a working title while the work is in progress. Um, so, as an artist, you can't escape politics, because art is by definition political. Ah, but you sure can be sick and tired of them, right? Yeah. So, what am I gonna do today? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe I'll go look at some paintings. I feel like maybe I need to. I do. I feel like I need to go look at some paintings. Yeah. So maybe I will. The Joni Mitchell song. How does it start? See, I haven't sung her music in so long because she pissed me off so badly. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constant in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. You remember that time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you've touched mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, but you are in my blood, you're my holy wine. Tastes so bitter, bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, ooh, darling, and I'd still be on my feet, or I'd still be on my feet. I'm a lonely painter. I live in a box of paints. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. Yeah, case of you. I met a woman. She had a mouth like yours. She knew your life. She knew your devils and your demons, and she said, go to him. Stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, but you are in my blood, you're my holy wine. Tastes so bitter, bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you. Ooh, darling, still I'd be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet. Yeah. Her music's still good, but she pissed me off. Talking smack about people who didn't believe the same as her, and I'm like, shut up, old hippie. You know? It was really amazing during the pandemic how freely liberals were people who tout themselves as liberal were to give up both their rights and the rights of other people. And not just do that, but then to ridicule and marginalize and minimalize those who did not agree with them. Nothing less American than that. And to hear it coming from persons who, I mean, music, poetry, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. I was really angry. I was really disappointed. I was really saddened. I was really hurt, you know? Yeah. Anyway, sorry, not sorry, Miss Mitchell. That's how I feel about that. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway.